Welcome back once again, everyone. I'm Capacitor. Game of Thrones with each other and screwing each other over and trying to get one over on each other, and the Empress is probably playing them all off against each other because that's how you keep power. Right, let's accept this remotely, undock, and I shall bring you back in 7 jumps time. Alright, 7 jumps later, we got here unmolested, which is always nice. Let's get into this mission. Unload my tracking computer and then turn it on. As we're going to an Amarr site to kidnap an Amarrian lord's daughter, I'm assuming the enemies here are going to be Amarr ships, which means more tags. And so far in this epic arc, I have collected these tags worth a total of 61.3 million ISK, which is quite nice. We shall see if it is indeed just Amarr Navy ships. I'm assuming it's going to be. Oh, there's an in-gate. Interesting. How many rooms are beyond this gate? Don't know. Let's find out. No welcoming committee. Here we go.
Warp drive active.
I'm assuming this is going to drop us off right in the middle of a big ball of bad guys. Because that's kind of what acceleration gates do. And that's okay. We have a micro jump drive. Hey, and a message from Mina. I can't leave until my father's guards are destroyed. Don't worry, I sabotaged their transponder reader. You won't be blamed for any violence here. Well, that's good. So let's get rid of the missile batteries. And turn Bastion on. Everything's at quite a decent range so far. Yeah, I think these light missile batteries are just going to disappear as soon as we look at them. Almost. There we go. Now I don't know how to get Mina, because these cargo containers are the remnants of the gun turrets. I assume she's in there, but I don't really want to shoot at that in case I fail the mission. She's not in my cargo hold, so we'll just kill things until something stops spawning, or we're given Mina in our cargo hold. No bounty on these guys, so it's tags galore. That's fine. I'll take the time once everything's dead to zip around and pick all the tags up. I assume that Mina is in this chapel. Or one of these habitation modules. Nice looking little site. I think the epic arcs could have some work done. The art team could make all the sites look a lot more interesting. And there are many things I could say that about. Well, these independent veterans seem to be going down rather easily, which is nice. That's what we like to see. They're not too late, they're just normal Amarr. If there are going to be any more reinforcements, they may spawn right on top of us, so we might need to shut down Bastion module and be ready to go. I don't think we're going to kill this guy before Bastion cycles this cycle. We've only got 4 seconds left. Okay, one more cycle of Bastion. I'll just turn it off now, just in preparation. We'll see where the reinforcements spawn, if indeed there are any. I have no idea. Yep, and they're pretty much in the same place. That's good. Okay, it's all cruisers, so that's good fun. We can blap cruisers, that's not going to be a problem. Turn Bastion back on. Everything's at quite a nice range. I'm kinda tempted to switch over to tracking speed script, but we seem to be hitting things fine, so maybe I won't. Said I'm forever having this internal debate of whether increasing the fall-off range to extend the range of the guns and having a little bit of tracking is better or worse than having just better tracking. You should know that the further inside fall-off range things are, the easier they are to hit, so that may or may not be as good as tracking. I might spreadsheet that one of these days, who knows. We're very close to running out of ammunition. We might have to actually reload. Yep. Can we one-shot this guy with our one remaining round? Oh, almost. We almost one-shotted him. He's a bit close now. I don't like that. Hey, we got him. More green crude battleships. Green crude makes me think that these guys are just going to melt. Shields down. And he's using what? 30% armor. That's pretty good going. Lots of tags for me to pick up. Lovely, lovely. Tank's absolutely fine. Most of them are on the yellow box. Only one of them's actually firing at us. The rest of them are all on approach. We still haven't met any elite battleships in this epic arc yet, and I'm sure they're going to show up because they always do in epic arcs. They would provide a challenge. And then this one. And one more. A couple of these wrecks are within range, so I'm just going to grab them now because I can. Hey, more bad guys. These are not green crude or veteran crude, they're just normal. They're all red box, so they're all actively firing, which hopefully means they're not going to approach. They'll just stay at that kind of range. Right, that's one gone already. No, no tags. Alright, maybe I'm not going to loot this field. Okay. So they are Amarr ships, but they're not Amarr Navy. They're independent. I suppose the clue's in the name, really, isn't it? Right, most of everything is dropping some... I should have noticed that some of these wrecks are empty. Alright, that speeds things up. I don't have to hang around and pick up tags which aren't here. That's good. These guys are holding about 75 kilometer range. They have no E-war on us. They're not trying to nuke us. They're just sitting there and letting me explode them. Which I think is rather nice of them. We're going to reload as soon as this guy dies. And there he goes. Well, no tags and no bounty, so these guys are a right pain in the ass. The only value I would get would be gathering the absolute garbage trash loot, like 1 metal scrap. Not a lot of loot to be had on this mission. In fact, no loot, I'm not taking any, and no bounty either. All I'm doing is spending lots of money fighting very expensive faction ammunition at things which give me no return, but that's fine. I'm sure we'll get paid at some point during this epic arc. 2 more ships to go of this wave. Don't know if there's another wave, probably is. Is she just gonna board our ship when we've killed all the guards? Or do I have to do something? I don't know. So I really don't want to shoot these structures. Right, we'll find out in a couple of seconds. Hey! Okay, she's ejected into a cargo can. So let's just pick it up. Right, fine. I'm going to have to actually go and pick that up myself. That is really annoying. So I'm going to triangulate. I'm going to go straight up. As soon as Bastion finishes, we'll just go straight up. And then 50 seconds later, we'll go straight down and hopefully land right on that can. Because I don't want a slow boat in there. Because she did say, hurry up before my father's forces get here. But you've already met him. He is the Sansha commander who has been eluding us. I've traced the source of Rasha's message. We know where he and the Sansha are located. It's time to end this. Eliminate the Sansha base and capture Rasha Teth. Alright, we're finally getting our hands on that commander that escaped quite a few missions ago. How many jumps are we being sent over here? 3, not too bad. Eliminate the Sansha battle tower and capture Rasha. So, I am assuming that this battle tower has about 6 million hit points and it will bring in reinforcements at certain thresholds of its remaining health. I could be completely wrong. It could just be the same as the other mission with the mercenaries where we just killed everything and then blew up the station. We'll find out, won't we? following rewards will be yours when you complete the mission. 1 million ISK, of course, that's been the payment for every mission, with another 1.5 if you do it within 6 hours, so let's accept. And go and get someone who we can interrogate and find out just what is going on in this sector of space. As always, I shall bring you back when I've finished doing the warp jumps. Alright, 3 jumps have been completed, safe and sound, no one anywhere near.
Active.
So let's go and do this mission. It's going to be against Sansha, we know that. Because the guy we're looking for is the commander that ran away at the start of the arc. So we can expect tracking disruption, neuting, all kinds of fun. And I'm assuming rather a lot of enemies, considering this is their main base. Yes, that is rather a lot of bad guys. And they are a little bit too close for comfort. So I think if I go directly down, then go micro jump drive. Because we know that they apply their tracking disruptors when they're about 55. So if we suddenly make that 112, everything's going to be happy. So let's get rid of the cruisers first. Then we'll destroy all the missile batteries, then we'll take care of the battleships. And these are all elite cruisers. Every single one of them is elite. It's quite annoying. But nothing that a Vargur cannot handle in the year 2023. We have the technology and we have the upgrades in the form of Bastion modules and micro jump drives, neither of which existed when this mission was created. I believe that the level 4 epic arcs date from 2010, I want to say. So they've been around for a very long time. And since that time, player ships have had 13 years of constant upgrading, and these missions have never been updated at all. Just like every other level 4 mission. Okay, one more elite cruiser to go, and then we'll smash these heavy missile batteries. None of which are actually firing at us, but they do have us on yellow box, and I would quite like to just get them off the screen. Oh, come on, how can you miss a stationary target? There we go. And there. One more missile battery to go, then we'll start working on the battleships. They're all the same, they're all Dark Lords. Place your bets on how many rooms this complex consists of. I'm thinking probably 4. Including this one. Should we reload? Probably. I don't think that 3 rounds of ammo is going to be enough to take down that battleship, so we'll just reload. At least we're back to getting some bounty payments, so that's going to be great. One more battleship to go, and then we'll see if there's a reinforcement wave or whether or not we can go. I'm just going to turn Bastion off just in case we can. Alright, cool. Back to the acceleration gate then. So this was just a welcoming committee in the outer lobby. And as usual, we'll just sit on the gate until the Bastion has finished cooling down. And then we'll go through. It's probably good enough. I'm assuming it's going to take us longer than 10 seconds to warp to the next room. Yes it is. Right, let's see what awaits us in here. And the overview says an acceleration gate and a massive load of enemies. Okay, there's some within 50 there, so again we're just going to go straight upwards this time. Straight up. And go, because these guys are well within range. Okay, I'm seeing at least one neutralizing tower. Hopefully that will still be within range when we land. Kind of is. Have to wait for these tracking disruptors to finish. Wouldn't mind getting rid of these towers. Come on, tracking disruptor, finish please. Finish your cycle. Good, there we go. Now you can just get rid of that newt tower, jolly good. And then we'll smash these Tech 3 gun turrets. And then I'm gonna try and wipe out these groups independently, because I don't want a reinforcement spawn to happen when I kill this group and then this group. If I'm just blindly firing at targets in every group, then I'll end up getting swamped. I am going to take the time to get rid of the frigates that are part of this group. Come on. Come on, little frigates. There we go. That's them gone. Then we'll wipe out this other gun battery, and then we'll go for the battle cruisers of this group, who I believe we have locked. Yes, we do. It's the demons and devils. We'll get the devil first. Do you know what might help? Is if I actually turn Bastion on. Oh, there's me wondering why everything's taken so long to die. God. What an idiot. I only realised because I realised how slow our weapon cycles were. That's one of the benefits to using artillery, I suppose. You really notice when your rate of fire has not been halved by your Bastion module. God. Right, one more battle cruiser to go. Off you pop. Oh, more cruisers responding down there. That is one of the reasons I wanted to aggress these groups individually, in case that kind of thing happened. Because if we killed the cruisers on this side, that might bring in an extra spawn, like killing the ones down there did. So it's these Centum Loyal Slaughterers that I want to kill next. And of course these are going to be elite. Yep. We may have to move in this mission, because I'm concentrating so hard on this group that's down below. This group that's off to the side may be getting quite close. They don't seem to be getting all that close. Okay, let's get rid of this last cruiser and then try and blaze through these 3 battleships as fast as we can. Good. Because I've got a terrible feeling that these battleships are going to apply tracking disrupts if they get within about 55, which they're close. They're actually very close to getting into that kind of range. Problem is that if we head back towards the gate in micro jump drive, due to trigonometry, they're about 50 from us now, and if we go 100 straight down, they'll still be at 50 to us. We'll just be at a different angle. We'll be further away from this group, but we'll still be at 50 to these guys, so I'd rather just sit still and make sure I get rid of them. I kind of want to reload, but I also kind of want to keep the pressure on. I don't want to give him an extra few seconds to close the range. that did not trigger a response. That's good. It's very good. These beast lords are just melting. That's nice. I like that. So I'm going to disable Bastion and see whether or not we can kill this guy in 21 seconds. The other beast lord melted very quickly. Just going to approach the gate. Hey, he did die. Perfect. He died in 17 seconds. So as soon as we get moving, we'll do our usual. Micro jump back to the gate, wait for the cooldown to end, and then we'll take the gate into room 3. Or room 2 proper. We'll know when we're in the final room when we see a gigantic station. I mean, that's pretty cool. That is a Sansha battle tower. Not the one that we have to destroy, but it is a Sansha battle tower. Sansha's stuff looks so weird. It's all spiky potatoes. I'm not sure if this is lying on its side, or if that... yeah, I think that's lying on its side. Weird, but cool. Okay, that's enough hanging around. Let's go. The Russia's security card must be retrieved and stored in your cargo hold when you activate it. The question remains is who or what is a gatekeeper? Okay, so we need to find the key from somewhere. In a wreck? I mean, there's no other cargo containers. There's only one cargo can, and it's this one here, so let's just approach. I don't believe you were given a key card at all. Oh, you know what? Now we're close enough to tractor beam that cargo can. I'm sure that's just going to be ammunition. I have a sneaking suspicion. Because usually when you need to find a key and the last thing you kill drops it, it always drops it in a cargo container. And I'm pretty sure that this is a cargo can that was generated when we killed the turrets. So I think, possibly, we might have to destroy this battle tower. So let's just smash some rounds into it. Also wait for this cargo can to come. And we'll find out. Yep, 1 round of gamma crystal large. Well, this battle tower seems to have quite a lot of shields. We're in armour now. Asteroid factory, dead space mining post, another colony. It's the most obvious target, so I'm just going to blow it up. There we are. Nice wrecking shot for 11,000. No, it hasn't triggered any response fleet. Hey! I've triggered an energy surge from the nearby acceleration gate. If I were a sentient being with rights, I'd wager our friend Rasha escaped in a cloaked ship before the station exploded. Lucky for us, he appears he forgot to lock the gate behind him. I suggest we give chase. Okay, so even though we blew up the station, the entire site has decided to explode. That's a satisfying explosion. That's what we've been missing in this arc. Right, so destroying that base blew up all the scenery, and we have a cargo can. Does this contain the key we need? No, but it contains a whole load of absolute garbage. So I take it that gate's open now. Alright, that was a bit of excitement. Deselect that. Micro jump drive's ready, so as soon as Bastion ends, we'll get through the gate. Right, let's go. Yep.
Drive active.
No message about key cards this time. We didn't need a key card, we just had to blow up the base. And there he is. There he is. Okay, he's only 30 kilometers away, so I'm going to go straight up in MJD. Because I don't trust this at all. What's that? His habitation module. Okay, so we've actually destroyed his battle tower. Okay, let's target lock him. So far, it's just him. He's worth 1.2. He ain't got no special resists. And he seems to be going down pretty easily. Look at me remembering to turn my Bastion module on. Well done. As his shield's down, he's a third of his armour gone. Over half of his armour gone. He repaired himself back up to half. He's down to about 2/5. Now he's in structure. A couple more hits and he's going to blow up. Hey, there we go. And he says, well, you're quite the formidable one, aren't you? I have a proposal for you. When you report back to your agent, tell him you've destroyed my forces and that I should be executed. Yes, I'm a capsuleer too, but he doesn't need to know that. Do this, and I'll make sure you're introduced to my friends. The nation treats its friends well. Okay, so he wants us to fake his death. There's a cargo can down there, so I'm just going to jump down there and see what's in it. Because he has not teleported on board, he has spawned in a cargo can. Another level 4 mission inconsistency. Some things do spawn in your cargo, some things don't. But this looks like a regular cargo can, so we should be able to tractor beam it. Pew! Yes, it is a proper cargo can. Let's blow up his house and see what's in there. Cargo can. Here's the dude. And let's steal all of his belongings as well. And his belongings are absolute garbage. Right, we're leaving.
Warp drive active.
I'll bring you guys back in 3 jumps time. Alright, 3 jumps made, back safe and sound. Let's talk to the agent. And complete the mission. And there we go. You've eliminated the Sansha base. Excellent. Now the question remains, what do we do with Rasha Tef? Now, this is where this arc splits in two. We can choose to work for Sansha Nation, which then I believe, and is confirmed here, sends us to Losec, and this converts the rest of the level 4 arc into the Sansha's Nation level 4 epic arc, which is very similar to the other 2 level 3 pirate epic arcs for Gurustas and Angel Cartel, running around Losec, and none of the missions take very long. They're against quite weak enemies, so you can do it in something like a Tech 2 destroyer or a Tech 3 destroyer, something like that. But I'm going to stay in high sec. I'm going to do the Amarr part of the epic arc. So our agent says, so this man, Rasha Tef, was behind it all. Rasha Tef was a native to this region and wanted Mian out. He knew his Sansha buddies were attracting attention, so he used Jazeera to pull funds from Darabi. Rasha then gave the money to Manik to fund his little mercenary gang. Manik's build-up was a distraction the whole time, as were the Amarr ships you encountered when chasing Rasha down. Now that we have Rasha Tef in my custody, the question is what to do with him. We could keep him around for questioning, but I'd just as soon blow him out the airlock. What do you think? So, we want to interrogate him rather than just kill him, so we're going to choose interrogation and stay on the Amarr level 4 arc in high sec. And he says at the bottom, by the way, I got a message from Krithar Man. Seems your efforts have attracted her attention. Can't say I blame her, you did well. You've once again proven yourself a stalwart friend of the Empire. Krithar Man is currently in her ship in Augusar. You may want to try communicating with her remotely. And that is the Losec one, so we ain't doing that. We're just going to stay here, keep working for this agent, and do this. So we have to pick up one Sansha command signal retriever. It is 3 jumps away, the usual number of jumps from this arc. And we're going to get paid 1 million ISK with another 1.7 if we complete it within 6 hours. Destroy the Sansha stragglers and retrieve a Sansha signal amplifier. Accept this choice. Alright, let's go. I shall see you in 3 jumps time. Right, another 3 jumps traversed in complete safety. So Oh, damn it. Okay, looks like we're blowing up this battleship. Misclicked. Well, they're all gonna die pretty soon anyway. Is anything actually hitting us? I don't think so, they're all missing. Which is nice. Even though they're all red boxed, they're all actively firing at us, they're all missing, which is nice. Right, that's another battleship off the field. Let's wipe out the rest of the cruisers very quickly. Says he, missing. There we go. One more cruiser to go, and then one more Dark Lord, and then 3 Overlords, plus whatever else shows up. More cruisers have shown up. Alright. This is like Buzzkill, where there's chains. Good to know. We'll see if more battleships spawn once we've destroyed this Dark Lord. This epic arc hasn't really gone too deep into lore, has it? We've not learned very much other than Amarrian nobles play Game of Thrones against each other. And that's pretty much all the lore we've been told. Sansha's nation are very interesting, and I suppose that if we'd taken the Sansha's path, we might have been told a little bit more about them. In essence, they're like zombies or a hive mind, where people are absorbed into some sort of collective, which is why we've been sent to get a command signal receiver. Every member of the nation has an implant, and they're all linked together like one giant galaxy-spanning hive mind thing. Pretty cool. A little bit Borg, but not quite as bad. Well, there's more cruisers, but these battleships are getting too close, so they're going to die right now. Well, they would if I'd actually target locked them. It does usually help to target lock things before you start firing your guns. I have learned that on occasion. They're nice and close, so they're taking big hits. The Sansa's nation pirate ships that players can fly are actually very cool. He was the Cruor and Phantasm and Nightmare. All got bonuses to laser damage and afterburner. I'll just show you. That's the Nightmare, that's what these guys are flying. 30% bonus to afterburner velocity bonus, and that's per skill level of Caldari battleship. So at level 5 you'll get 150 bonus to afterburner velocity bonus, which is huge. It almost makes them as fast as micro warp drives. Well, it's definitely a chain mission, because once we kill the final battleship, lots more battleships appear, so this is very much like Buzzkill, with big ships instead of little ones. Then the other bonus is 7.5% bonus to large energy turret tracking. And the roll bonus is 150% bonus to large energy turret damage. And the usual battleship bulkhead things that every battleship gets. Okay, let's get rid of the Dark Lords. We'll leave the Dreadlord to last. I'll just reload. Yeah, in fact, we've probably got enough rounds to kill at least one of them. 150% bonus to large energy turret damage seems a little bit overpowered until you realise they only have 4 turret slots, but they do have 6 high power slots, so that lets you fit a cloak or neutralisers or something cool. Very interesting ships. Then, as we know, in 2023 what you want is a Marauder. If you're going to fly a battleship for player versus environment, you want a Marauder. And we keep missing this ship and it's beginning to annoy me. Hit the ship. Wow, 1 out of 4 hits? Really? I suppose they are orbiting. Now he's dead. We're going to have to reload now for sure. Gold. Looks like the Dark Lords are fighting beam lasers, and the Dreadlord is fighting pulse laser. That's why it's flickering. That's why the blue one is flickering so much. That one there. That is pulse lasers. Very long range pulse lasers at 93 kilometers, but then, as I said, NPC like to cheat. Well, this guy's going down much easier. Right, one more ship left. I'm assuming that it's going to call in more reinforcements when it dies, another chain. But we shall see. And yes indeed. Now, we did have trouble hitting them last time. I'm going to get rid of the tyrants first. I'm going to reload and I'm going to load the tracking speed script. Fall of range has fallen to 120, but tracking's gone up. I'm not sure if this is going to be better or worse. That hit. That hit. That hit. And that hit. Okay, that's better than we did last time. Could just be RNG, or it could be because I've increased the tracking. Could be because their angular velocity is not as high as the previous lot was. Could be lots of things. But this guy's just getting absolutely smashed. There he goes. Again, I'm not going to bother looting this. One more tyrant and then onto the Dreadlord. Or is this the Dreadlord? No, that is a tyrant. Right, now we're down to one ship remaining, we hope, we think. Okay, another 3 tyrants. Wow. The never-ending spawns of doom. Let's just unload the tracking computer, reload the guns, and have at them. That hit, that missed, That hit, and that hit. Is that better or worse than before? Nah. You'll notice that although we've been stationary for pretty much this entire mission, our ship is not lying level. That's because the cosmetic ship model has no bearing on anything. It's just a visual representation, give you something nice to look at. As I've said many times before, the game sees your ship as a sphere with the radius equal to your signature radius, which is why it's called the signature radius. So the apparent facing of this model means absolutely nothing. That's why sometimes it glitches out. I mean, usually when you come to a halt it levels off to look nice, but this time it hasn't. Probably because I activated Bastion and froze it in place before it could finish leveling off. Hey, whilst we were talking about that, we've killed 2.5 battleships. Is this the final ship in the mission? Don't know, we've asked that about 3 times now. Pew! Hey! And that will be the item we need. Right, good. Bastion is just finishing, that's perfect. No time wasted, so let's approach that. Again, we can just activate Bastion anyway, it doesn't matter which way the ship model's facing. As long as we had some velocity and we were approaching this cargo can, we were always going to land right here, no matter which way the ship model was apparently facing. Let's just grab that with the tractor beam. Thank you very much, that's the thing we needed. Right, I shall see you in 3 jumps time. Right, 3 jumps have been completed. Mission has been completed. And this episode has been completed. Because we've been going for around about an hour. Getting close to the end of the arc, I think. I mean, we've done God knows how many missions. Probably 14, 15, something like that. Hopefully we're getting towards the end of this arc. And we'll pick it up at the start of the next episode. I do hope to see you for that, and I hope you look after yourself until then. I will see you later.